Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Hello everyone.
We're sharing a mic today is what we're doing. First of all, we missed you guys yesterday. You know what I was going to say about yesterday? I got tied up on Valentine's Day, but I don't want people to be asking questions about that, right? Oh my. Anyway, big iPod in the sky here. Look at this, guys. Here's the countdown clock for Mustang. 7 days, 10 hours, and assorted minutes left to go ahead and get your entries to win both Mach 1s. You just don't see them here. They're right behind the display. The 69 Cobra Jet car, as well as the new 5-liter 6-speed with a white shifter knob, PJ.
I love it.
Yeah. Cool. Today we're going to be talking Nova, but remember guys, you've only got 7 days left to get your entries to win both Mach 1s. Plus, got to show this to you because this is really great. I feel like I'm on CNN, you know, on election night. Look at this. This state just turned red. Look at that. Anyway, let's go here to Backyard Buddy Lift. The winner is also going to win an $8,500 gift card, good for Backyard Buddy Wide Body Car Lift.
Look at that, he's got a Mustang on there.
Rock and roll. So that's really good. I'm going to leave it right there. I actually better go back to the home page. Cool. Check it out. All of our giveaways, you can see them all at www.dreamgiveaway.com. Look at all these cool cars we're giving away, PJ.
They're not just on the screen, they're all here.
They're all here in the garage. The Nova, the T-Rex, the Mustangs, the Hellcats, the Camaro, the classic Corvette, the Blackwing, that's a great one. The Jeep, big diesel truck, that's a fantastic one, the Viper. And I'm sure we got a lot more coming, but no sneak peeks yet. Let's go over here and take a peek at the Nova. Yeah. Who's watching us today? Now, PJ, you know what I'm afraid of? The second we walk over to that corner, we're going to lose our ability to communicate with people watching.
Not that we don't want to.
Not that...
We'll have to see how far the Wi-Fi stretches.
That's fine.
Mike Brown says 7 days left.
7 days left. Red Hot Nova, thanks for that story idea, Kathy. We were going to do this yesterday. And once again, I got tied up on Valentine's Day.
What do we got here, Chris?
Oh, 327, 300. That's such a funny joke. 327 cubic inch, 350 horsepower, small block. They call this engine the L79. It was a hypo engine that you could get in the Nova back in 1966. And this one, of course, has a 4-speed. I don't know what color shifter knob it has, but I'm sure that it's wonderful regardless of the color. Another shout out right here to our good friends at Odyssey Battery, because they start the first time every time.
And you need that here in this garage.
Need it here in this garage, especially in Florida. I don't know if it's the concrete floors. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, but the Odysseys work really, really good for us, and we love those guys over there. So what makes this a Red Hot Nova? So let's go back. How many of you guys can remember all the way back to high school in which you had, you know, you got your first muscle car, and the Nova was super, super popular. How many of you guys, raise your hand if you remember someone having a Nova in high school or even in college? And I remember some of the fun times and adventures that you had either in the front seat or in the back seat of the Nova.
That is a big back seat.
That is a big back seat. And you can imagine all sorts of teenage shenanigans going on back there, back in the high school days. Look at the color of that shifter knob, PJ. Look at that.
Right,
that's outstanding. Red Hot Nova. So let's go back up here where we're going to keep the Nova in the background. I'm going to try to make sure that the Wi-Fi is working back here in the corner. What made the Nova so popular? It was inexpensive. So remember, if you grew up in the late 60s or in the 70s, even into the 80s, a Nova like this was not a new car. It was a late model car. And usually somebody had it, they handed it down to somebody who handed it down to somebody, and by the time it was $200, you bought it, right? And you saved up your money and you got it and you hopped it up, you bought some slicks for it, or you put a Holly carburetor on it and you had a fun time. Who remembers Novas in high school and college? Come on, guys.
Well, Jeff says, great body style, clean lines, a proper shifter knob.
There There we go.
Kathy says, I had one after I totaled my 70 Stang.
Oh, that's a famous story. Kathy and her 70 Mustang. We're going to have to get Kathy in the Dream Giveaway Garage and tell that story someday.
Pete says, that and cruising to the tunes of Red Hot Chili Peppers, so good.
There you go. Now that would be 80s if you were doing that. But, excuse me, drying up over here.
All that red in one room would look good in my garage.
That's right.
Dave.
That's where I'm kind of wearing red today.
You got the Camaro.
Yeah, look at all that.
The Tesla.
The Tesla.
A lot of red here.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I need some water, but I'm live, so I can't get any right now. Give me a second here. PJ, show some close-ups, and I'll be right back.
I'm going to steal his microphone so he can go do that, but I really enjoy it. I'm going to go back to the inside of the car as well. Look at that rear view mirror. The mirror on the side here and the rear view mirror up there. Unbelievable how small they were. No other mirror on the passenger side as well. I'm actually going to take a sneak peek inside here as well. And we'll take a look at this steering wheel and the entire tack, everything that's gone in here. Much different here. Long bench seat here in the front as well as the back. Certainly a lot of room like we talked about. Peter says, I love that glass fluid bottle in the engine bay. Engineering marvel. Yeah, remember that? We
What?
saw that in the glass inside the engine bay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys know what that is? So I'm back. I've got my cup of water to stay hydrated.
Where is that?
It's right over there. You know what that is? That's washer fluid. That's how you used to buy washer fluid back in the day. Nick is looking at us like, you guys are out of your darn minds. Come on, I'm going to show this up close. Nick, take a look at this. OptiClean windshield wiper solvent.
I need that in my truck.
There you go. OptiClean, guys.
A glass bottle.
It's a glass bottle. Those were the days, right?
Yeah, speaking of those days, Mike Brown says no shoulder harness.
No, no, not at all. There we go. That's back there. No airbags, but you've got a hopped up small block V8 and you've got a 4-speed, and that's what this Nova is all about, and that's what makes it red hot. Who else?
There's a lot of good chrome on this thing.
Yeah. Who else out there remembers the Nova from their younger days?
Well, Dave says that brings back so many memories.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And fun stuff here. So what's this if the other is this has got to be an overflow, right? Yeah, radiator overflow right here.
Yep.
Yep. And then the wiper fluid down over there. And no, that can't be, because here, look at this, guys. There you go.
Pulling out the
Hey, check out my hose.
Dave says real men don't need airbags.
The jokes just keep coming and coming today.
Peter says, I remember they had those cloth-like pouches or the windshield washer fluid.
Yeah. Fantastic little hopped up hot rod from the 1960s here. It is a factory 4-speed car. We were able to determine that from the body tag. And did you guys see the aluminum intake on here as well?
I don't know, but Pete has a great idea for that bottle. He says, fun fact, if you wanted to hide your vodka from your parents, you'd know where. It's just
Yeah. Oh, you'd keep it in the engine bay, huh? Last place they'll ever look.
That's right. Which was more popular, TJ wants to know, the Novas or the Chevelles in the 1970s?
In 1970, oh, it's got to be the Chevelle, the LS6 Chevelle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 1970 was a high watermark for the Chevelle. Everybody loved them. But, you know, there were SS Novas out in 1970 as well, but you could not get a 454 cube with them. The most you could get was a 396, 375 horse.
Jeff wants to know what the rear gear ratio is on that.
I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I don't know. Here's the thing. There's no, you know, Pontiac has their historical records, Buick has it, Ford has it, Dodge has it. Chevy doesn't have it. So I don't know what the rear gear ratio was on it from the factory, and I haven't put it up on the lift yet and counted how many rotations while looking at the gear to see what the ratio is. So we will figure it out. We've got plenty of time because this one just launched, but I don't know that.
Mike Brown wants to know, where did the Nova come from?
Where did the Nova come from? Oh, here we go. So at first it was a Chevy 2. So the original Chevy is really the 55 to 57 Chevy. Chevy 2, this was supposed to be the next generation. And really, it's nothing like a 55 to 57 Chevy, but they called it Chevy 2. They then came up with the name Nova. Now Nova is not only kind of a celestial name, but they turned it into an acronym. And I don't know which came first, the celestial name Nova on the car or the acronym. Because by the 70s and the brand engineering, that all 4 divisions got a version of the Nova. So Chevy got the N letter car, the Nova. The O was for Oldsmobile. They got the Omega. Pontiac got the V, which was a Ventura, and A was the Buick, which was the Apollo. So they were all the same damn car, except they all had different badges on them. That's the beginning of badge engineering for General Motors. So if you take the 4 divisions and the acronym, it spells Nova. But that wasn't what was going on in 1966 when this was called the Chevy 2 Nova. Did you guys know that story about the acronym about Nova? That's interesting.
Oh, no, it's like story time here.
Story time here in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Is that the 327 350 that was in the SS?
Yes. You could get the 327 350 with or without the SS package. The SS package would get you the bucket seats.
Pete wants to know, will GM bring back the Nova or the Trans Am? Taking bets now.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, you know how I feel about Trans Ams.
You'd have 10 of them if you could.
Or more. Yeah, I would love for GM to bring back the Trans Am as a GMC, as a Buick, not as a Chevy. But even if they brought it back as a Chevy, I'd still rather it come back than be gone. Just my opinion. I love the Trans Am. In fact, guys, should we put a screaming, you got me started on Trans Ams. Before the winter gets here to pick up the Tesla, should we put a screaming chicken on the hood of the Tesla?
I think they'll love that.
Should we do it? Yeah. Do you think the winter will like it if we put a screaming chicken on the hood of the Tesla? Come on, guys, talk me into it.
Peter has a good question. I missed a couple of Facebook live posts. What time do you guys normally do it? Rebroadcast?
4 p.m. Eastern, and then you can watch the rebroadcast over on our YouTube channel at youtube.com. Just search for Dream Giveaway on YouTube and you'll find it. Let me put this down because I finished my water, PJ. We're unscripted, guys. Anyways, remember, 7 days left to win the Mustangs. Get your entries at www.dreamgiveaway.com. What makes the red hot Nova so red hot? That's a story that maybe you'll tell us someday. We hope that you're the winner. Get the entries to win any of our great grand prizes at www.dreamgiveaway.com. Use that promo code Facebook Live. You'll get bonus tickets. And we will see you guys tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. Look at all of them. It only happens here in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
We'll see you next time, everyone.